When your child is set maths homework on Sparx, they need to log in with their username and password. Their username is normally their first name and last name combined without a space in the middle, and their password is set by themselves. If for any reason they forget their password or their login details, they just need to click the link that can be seen underneath, and their teacher will receive a notification to reset that password for them. Once their teacher has reset their password, they will then just need to re-enter their name and date of birth and set a new password for themselves. This should then be stored to be kept safe. To complete their homework, they just need to click on the top row in the table, and then a screen like the next one will appear. Once they've clicked on the homework that they are due to complete, the topics that are being assessed in the homework will appear, and they just need to click on each one to begin it. When they open a topic, they'll be able to see how many questions they have to answer for that topic. These are called items. They then just need to click on each one to answer it. When your child has chosen a question to start answering, the first thing that they need to do is write down the bookwork code for the question. This is just like a question number, like they would write down in their maths lessons, but I will refer back to them later and why they are so important. The reason that it is important your child writes everything down on paper is so that they are working through writing down their working out fully, because this is one of the main focuses of GCSE maths. No matter what year they're in, as they move through maths and in their maths lessons, they must show their working out, because this is where the vast majority of the marks are from in exam questions. But also it means that when your child is really stuck and has done everything that they can on their own to try and overcome their difficulties, their class teacher will be able to help them, because they'll be able to look at their working out and spot what it is that's going wrong and help them address that misconception. When your child has written down all of their working out and got to a final answer, they then just need to click the answer button, and Sparx will prompt them on how they want them to answer this question. It might be selecting from a few different options, might be typing in numbers, or it might be selecting numbers from a keypad. If your child gets a question right, it will mark the question as correct, and they will be able to move on to the next question. If your child gets a question wrong, that's absolutely fine. Mistakes are common in maths, and we're trying to make sure that students are aware that it's absolutely fine to get things wrong. It's just about keeping on going. So when they get something wrong, Sparx will prompt them and say that the question is incorrect, but they need to keep on trying, and it will give them a second chance to have a go at the question. They need to go back through their working out and check whether they've made any silly mistakes, and they might be able to fix it themselves. But if not, there is plenty of support then to help them. When they've gone wrong the first time, or if they go wrong a second time, they can watch a video to support them. If they've got it wrong a second time without watching the video, Sparx will prompt them to watch this, and this is something that students must then do. Your child can then just go back to the question that they were on, click on watch a video, which you can see below, and the video will instantly pop up. The video that will appear is specifically tailored to the question that your child is trying to answer. All videos are very short, like the one on the screen is 1 minute 45 long, and they are all run by a maths teacher who uses the exact same methods that we do when we teach. When your child gets something wrong and can't fix it themselves, we do insist that your child watches the video that accompanies the question. This is because we are trying our best to develop more independent learners as your child moves towards their GCSEs. This is something that is vital. In the future, your child will find things difficult and there will be things that they have forgotten, but we need them to take a little bit more ownership and know how to go back over things and learn things without their class teacher's input all of the time. We do understand, however, that your child will still make mistakes. That's absolutely fine. We just want them to make sure that they have tried everything that they can to fix it before they give up. The topics that are in your child's homework are all topics that they've been taught so far this year, and so therefore there shouldn't be any new learning, there shouldn't be anything that they've not seen before being explained in the videos, so they just need to use them to support them. Obviously, we understand that having a video is not the same as having a teacher, and sometimes it won't help and your child will still get the question wrong. That is absolutely fine. We will not sanction any child for not completing their homework if they have answered every question, attempted every question, and for any questions that they've got wrong, watch the video. If your child fails to watch the videos for the questions that they have got wrong, then that is when we will still continue to sanction, because they haven't fully completed the homework. We only consider homework completed if they have attempted every question and watched the video for any questions that they have got wrong. If your child still goes wrong, they will be greeted with a screen that looks like this, directing them to seek help from their classroom teacher. That's absolutely fine. All your child then needs to do is bring their homework in with them, their working out that they've been writing down, so that your class teacher can support them in identifying the misconception that they've got, fixing it so that it is no longer an issue. We just want to make sure that your child is trying everything that they can by themselves before we reach that point. Just to reiterate and ensure that you are clear on our expectations of your child when they complete their homework. This is an example of one of the students who has completed their Sparx homework, but we would not consider it to be fully completed. You can see that the green bar indicates that the child has completed 84% of the homework and answered it correctly, but 13% of it has been answered incorrectly, and they haven't watched any of the videos. That is why that bar is purple. As a classroom teacher, that bar turns blue if we can see that your child has watched the videos. There is also still one question that is unattempted, which is why there is a small part of the grey bar at the end. I can also see that this child has taken 28 minutes on their homework. Classroom teachers will take this into account when they are setting sanctions for homework completion. If your child has spent a long time on the homework and is still not getting anywhere and has watched the videos, they will absolutely not be sanctioned with any kind of punishment for not having the homework to 100%. All we want is for your child to try their best with their homework so that they can make the maximum progress possible. If you have any other questions about Sparx, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Whilst your child is completing their homework, they will be asked to complete bookwork checks, which will just ask them to jot down the answers to previous questions that they have attempted. This is just to ensure that they are writing down all of their working out and setting it out neatly like we would expect in lesson time. It's quick and dead easy to answer as long as they've got their work in front of them and they are setting it out in a coherent manner.